Good afternoon, students. Now we are going to discuss the next topic under the course Extension 111, that is cultural concepts. So, under this topic, we have to discuss the definition, meaning of different of culture, norms, customs, tradition, folkways, mores, and tawas. So, these are the different concepts: norms, custom, and folkways, mores. These are the different concepts of culture. We have to discuss in detail the meaning, definition of all these aspects. Regarding this topic, 2 to 3 questions are going to be asked. That is, give the difference between custom, traditions, folkways, mores, what is culture, explain the different concepts of culture. Also, you are going to ask the explain the different characteristics of culture, give the importance of culture, and also the meaning of these norms, customs, traditions, etc. are important from filling the blanks point of view, objective point of view. So accordingly, this topic is much more important from exam point of view. In objectives, questions are going to be asked, and also explanatory questions are going to be asked regarding this topic. Now, first of all, we will focus on only the culture. What is the culture? And then we will go to the cultural concepts. So, what is the meaning of culture? Now, 4 statements are there which try to indicate the meaning of culture. These all 4 statements are important from objective point of view. First one, culture is the pattern of learned behavior. It is the product of behavior shared by the member of society and transmitted among the member of society. Learned behavior, product behavior shared by the member, transmitted among the society. Now, one by one, we will see these 4 statements, explanation of these 4 statements. So, first one, culture is pattern of learned behavior. Now, learned behavior, that means we are going to learn the culture. A child is not born with the culture, but he learns the culture from his parent, teacher, playmates, and others. That is the most important part. We are going to learn it from other people. So here it is that the culture is the pattern of learned behavior. The child reared by animal did not learn the culture. You have seen the movies, Mowgli. So in that movies you will find that the Mowgli is reared by the animal. So he didn't know the pattern of culture. He is not able to follow the patterns of culture. So main thing, after birth we are going to learn it from our parent, teacher, playmates, other neighbors, relatives. So here it is that pattern, the culture is the pattern of learn behavior. That means we are going to learn it. We are not born with the culture. Then culture is the product of behavior. Product of behavior, basically there are 2 types of culture. One is material culture and non-material culture. Now what is the material culture? Basically the thing which have a physical appearance, that we can refer as a material culture. So object like chair, table, automobile, etc. that aspects we can consider as a material culture. जे काही वस्तू आपल्या आसपास आहेत, वॉट एव्हर थिंग्स आर प्रेझेंट इन द युनिवर्स, ऑल दॅट आर द material culture which have a physical appearance. Okay. Now second one is the non-material culture. The aspects which don't have the physical appearance, डोळ्याने दिसत नाही, physical appearance, which don't have physical appearance. For example, ideas, values, knowledge. So these are referred as a non-material culture. Now here it is say that it is the product of behavior. Product of behavior, that means whatever the things are going to be developed under material, non-material aspects, that are going to be changed, that are going to be modified, that are going to be developed, and we are going to use it right now. So here it is the product of behavior. That means, for example, the computer is evaluated, or whatever is television set is evaluated in 1950. Right now, lots of changes have been done in television sets, and right now we are using the LCD or LED TVs hanging on the wall. So difference is there. Whatever the LED TV we are going to use right now, that is the product of culture. Are you getting? In 1950, it is evaluated by our one generation. Now, after 1 generation, that television is going to be changed. It is going to be modified. Same thing in case of this material culture. Whatever the material we are going to use, it is modified one. Whatever non-material culture, ideas, values, that are also going to be changed. And we are going to use the product of that evaluation, product of that revolution. Are you getting? So here it is that culture is the product of behavior. Then culture is shared. That is, it is the pattern of learned behavior and the product of behavior we are going to be share with each other. Basically, culture is not a property of single individual or a group. then it belongs to all members of the society. And we are going to share it among ourselves. For example, if we are going to celebrate a festival, Diwali festival, so that Diwali festival is not going to be celebrated in only one family. Each and every family in the society try to celebrate that festival as per their capacity, but they are going to share it. Are you getting? So, whatever culture is there, it belongs to all members of society, and we are going to share the benefit of that culture with each other. So, here it is that culture is shared. And last one is the culture is transmitted. Always remember this statement. It is mostly this statement is going to be asked in the fill in the blanks. Culture is transmitted from one generation to dash dash to another generation. एका पिढीकडून दुसऱ्या पिढीकडे. From our grandparent, it is going to transfer to our parents. From our parent, it is going to transfer to us. From us, we are going to transfer it to our children. So, from one generation to other generation, it is going to be transmitted, and it is going to be disseminated among the members. It may be transmitted by word, mouth, written word, teaching, painting, walls, etc. So means are number of means are there through which you are trying to transfer it from one generation to another generation. A new member entering a society, new member, that means if a baby is taking birth in a society, it try to acquire the culture by socialization. How a new child is going to acquire or adopt the culture by socialization. Socialization, that means mixing in a society, mixing with parents, neighbors, friends. By that way, that child is trying to learn the cultural pattern. So that process is called as socialization. So new member entering in society acquire culture by socialization. So these are the four statements which try to explain the meaning of culture. So culture is pattern of behavior, culture is product of behavior, it is shared among the members of society, and it is transmitted from one generation to another generation. So that is the meaning. What is the culture? So that is the meaning of culture. Now we'll see the definition. Culture is that complex whole which includes knowledge, belief, arts, laws, moral, customs, all the capabilities and habit acquired by a man as a member of society. That is referred as a culture. Now again we will see. We have to make bifurcation. Culture is the complex whole. It is the complex thing. Very much complex, very much complicated thing. Okay. Which includes काय culture मध्ये what is present in culture, which includes knowledge is there, belief is there, art is there, morals are there, laws, customs are there. So these are the things which are the aspects of culture: knowledge, belief, art, moral, laws, riti rivaj, chali riti, vishwas. Okay. So that are present in a culture. Also, capabilities of a human being. The capability which you need to develop. For example, learning the language, mother tongue. That is also capacity which we need to build. How to deal with the parents, how to deal with the neighbors, elder persons. So that are the capabilities. Okay. So which we need to accept if we want to live in a society. And also the habit acquired by a man. Habits which we need to acquire, which we need to adopt. Speaking habit or politeness, or what we can say that wake up early in the morning. That is also one habit. So all these things are related to the culture. So here it is said that culture is that complex whole which includes knowledge, belief, art, laws, customs, capabilities and habits which we are going to acquire as a member of society. As we are a member of society, so we try to acquire this kind of things. Now, so that is about the meaning and definition of culture. Now we have to discuss the concepts of the culture. Now these concepts are very much important from objective point of view. The statements in that aspects are directly going to be asked in a final exam. So tradition, first one. Socially accepted way of thinking. Socially accepted means all the people are going to carry out that kind of thinking in a particular situation. So here it is said that social traditions are socially accepted ways of thinking. Uniformly sanctioned habits of thought. Which kind of thinking we need to follow in a particular situation? Uniformly sanctioned means all the people, all the community is going to carry out that kind of thinking in that particular situation. So we are going to follow and we are trying to transfer from one generation to another generation. That ways we are trying to transfer. So that is the tradition. For example, elder person should be respected. So that is the way of thinking. We must have give respect to the elder person. Okay. Fighting for freedom, that is the way of thinking. Celebration of festival, that is the way of thinking. Cattle is considered as holy, गायला पवित्र मानले गेले. That is the way of thinking, which is accepted by society and we are going to follow it. Okay, that are the traditions, the way of thinking. Always remember T of tradition, T of thinking. In exam, there will question dash dash are the socially accepted ways of thinking, that is tradition. Another statement is there dash dash are socially accepted ways of acting. So that are the customs. Custom is chali riti, riti rivaj. So C and you need to remember here C and A. Acting sa A. Okay. So socially accepted way of acting. Acting means action. Which kind of action we need to follow while doing particular thing. It is the socially prescribed forms of behavior. Customs are uniformly approved ways of acting. Acting, approved ways of acting. Which thing which are accepted by the society. Okay. For example, we take blessing from elder person. लहान मुलांच्या पाया पडतो का आपण? नाही, मोठ्या माणसाचे. So that is the action which we need to follow. We have to take the blessing from there. People do not eat beef. गाईचं मटण. Meat of cow. We are not going to eat it. Especially Hindus. So that are the customs. Action. Which action we need to follow? Wake up early in the morning. That is the action. Custom. Are you getting? Now let us see the examples related to the traditions and customs. Okay. Now all the examples under these concepts are much more important. That examples are directly going to be asked in the final exam, in the objectives. Okay. So traditions and corresponding customs, related customs we are going to discuss here. Now traditions are the way of thinking. So elder person should be respected. That is the way of thinking. Related to that thing, which action we need to follow or we are going to follow? We take the blessing from elders. That is the action, custom. We touch their feet to show them response. That is the custom or action. Are you getting? Thinking and acting. We consult with the adult person if we are getting a problems. That is the, by that we try to show the respect to that elder person. So traditions and customs. Another one, thinking. Cattle is considered as holy. Pavitra manla jata. What are the customs for them eat? People do not eat beef. We are not eating the meat of cattle, cow. Cow is worshipped as a goddess. At the time of Diwali, we are worshipping the cow. Okay. Bullock taken into procession at the time of Pola. Now there is one festival in Maharashtra, Pola, Bail Pola. At the time we are worshipping the bullock also. So these things are the actions which we are going to follow related to this thinking, traditions. Another one, natural forces are responsible for crop production. That is the thinking. That means crop production yield is totally dependent upon the natural forces. Okay. So for that, which action we are going to do? Coconut is offered at the time of harvesting of the crop. Naral pudta apan. Okay. Implements are worshipped in Dashera. On Dashera we are worshipping the implements. So these are the different traditions and related customs. All these examples are important from exam point of view. Okay. Now the next concept, traditions are customs are. Now norms. So norms are the blueprint of behavior. Rules of behavior. Remember this statement. It is important from filling the blanks. Dash dash are the blueprint of behavior. Blueprint of behavior, that means these are the settled rules. Norms means rules. These are the settled rules and we have to follow that rules while carrying out the action, while doing the behavior in the society. So norms are setting limit within which individual may seek alternate ways to achieve their goals. Norms are setting the limit. Limit means they are setting rules within which individuals has to carry out its work to achieve their targets, to achieve their goals. Okay. Individual is rewarded, shabash ki di jati hai, if he confirm the rules. If you are going to follow the rules, you are rewarded. Individual is punished, a person is punished if they deviate from the rule. If you are going to break the rules, you are punished. So that are the norms. Now again depend upon the intensity of norms, some concepts are there in the culture. So first one is the folkways. Next concept. So traditions and corresponding customs together are going to constitute the folkways. Tradition is thinking and related action are going to form the folkways. The ways of thinking, ways of acting, which we are going to follow, that is nothing but the folkways. Folkways are customary ways of behaving in society. Always remember this statement. Dash dash are customary ways of behaving in a society. Okay. If individual not conform the folkways, he may subject to criticism. Individual not conform the folkways, that means if individual or a person is not going to follow the folkways, he will criticize. Criticize में टीका की जाती. Or he may be considered as a strange. Or he may consider as a strange, but not necessarily punish. He will not punish, even though if you are not going to follow the folkways. Okay. Folkways are expected forms of behavior, but not rigidly enforced. Folkways are expected forms. Society expect from the individual that at least we have to follow this behavior, but we cannot enforce it rigidly. We cannot rigidly enforce it. लादले जात नाहीत. We cannot force it on a particular individual to follow the folkways. Okay. As the example, if you see the example, we are getting the meaning of these all statements. Okay. Greeting elders with the namaskar by folded hands. If you are not going to say good morning, good afternoon, no problem. But it is expected that you must say. It is expected from you. If you are not going to do the good morning, good afternoon, you might consider strange, but you are not going to punish. You are not necessarily punished. That is the main thing in folkways. Taking off shoes while entering in a holy place. Holy place means पवित्र जागा or temple. If you are entering in a temple, with shoes, no matter. You are not going to punish by law. Okay, but you are criticized. You are considered as a strange. Dressing style. If a man is going to wear a sari, he will not punish, but he will be criticized or considered as a strange. So that are the folkways. Try to understand. Hairstyle, same thing. Now something more severeness in a punishment, that is the mores. So patterns of behavior considered essential by the society. That means we must have to follow it. Here in folkways we have seen that is the expected forms of behavior. But here the forms of behavior essentially followed by all the members. Rigidly enforced, and if not followed, individual is punished. Exactly opposite to folkways. Even though if you are not going to follow folkways, you are not punished. But here if you are going to break the mores, you are punished by the society. So prohibition against force is important more of Muslim society. Prohibition against pork that is the meat of pig. It is prohibited. So that is the mores. This example is going to be asked in exam. Another one, marriage in the same caste. It is the more. We should not do the marriage marriage in the same caste. We must have to do the marriage in the same caste. Intercaste marriage is not allowed by the society. If we are going to do, we are going to punish. Standing during playing of national anthem. We must have to give respect to our national anthem. We must have to stand whenever it is going to be played. So standing is the essential mores of the society. Saluting to national flag, that is also mores. Okay, so these are the mores. If we are not going to do it, we are necessarily punished. Now the difference between folkways and mores is going to be asked. Now here, violation of folkways not viewed seriously. Violation means if you are going to break the folkways, society will not consider it more seriously. But here, if you are going to break the mores, it is viewed seriously. If you are going to do the intercaste marriage, you are necessarily punished. Folkways, change are rapid. Easily changes are going to be adopted by the society. Change is very slow. Intercaste marriage will be allowed, but it requires 15 to 20 years in society to adopt by each and every person. Okay, change is very slow. Not deeply rooted in society, folkways. Not deeply rooted in society. That means society is not taking much more care about the following of ways. Deeply rooted in society, especially more are related to the religious or caste aspects. So they are much going to be followed by the society, deeply followed by the society. Then frequently repetition of petty act, large number arise from the experiences. That means we are going to ignore if we are going to break the folkways. The term more is often used for positive actions. That means we must have to follow the mores. There is no excuse for the mores. The examples we have greeting, hairstyle, habit of taking meals, etc., etc. That are the folkways. And here, respect to elders, mercy toward female, monogamy, marriage. That means marriage with marriage in a among male or female. So that are the mores. Okay. Now the next concept is the rituals. Now practice ceremonies which we are going to follow while dealing with a particular situation, that we can refer as a ritual. The practice and ceremonies which we are going to follow. For example, in birth, in marriage, which practices, ceremonies we are going to follow. In a death, which practices we are going to follow. That is the ritual. So example, celebration of Independence Day or celebration of any festival, that is the ritual. Then taboos, it is also most important. It is used for negative actions. All these statements are important from objective points of view. One ought not to do. That means we must have to avoid that kind of action, taboos. It is prohibition type behavior, prohibited behavior. We must have to avoid it. Why? Because of some magical, supernatural, religious section. As it is said in our religion, as it is, there is supernatural things are going to happen. देवाने सांगितले म्हणून we have to avoid it. For example, gossip in taboo in church. देवळात चर्चमध्ये गप्पा मारू नये. Okay. Smoking is taboos. At public place we are going to see these posters. Women are not allowed at cremation ground. Cremation means smashana bhumi. Women are not allowed there to go there. So that are the taboos. So जिथं बंधनं टाकलीत, wherever there is restrictions, prohibition, one ought not to do, so that we can refer as taboos. Then ethnocentrism. It is a tendency of society to consider itself own culture as best and others are inferior. That is our tendency. We are going to say that myself is the best one, my college is best one, my state is best one, my caste is best, my religion is best. So this tendency is nothing but the ethnocentrism. Here we are going to say my culture is the best one and other culture is inferior. So that is the ethnocentrism. Then cultural lag. Like itself indicates is nothing but the gap. Okay. So cultural lag means some parts of people culture do not change at the same rate as do other parts. Means one part's culture is not going to change as compared to other parts of the culture. For example, if you make a comparison between the culture of urban area and rural area. So urban people's culture is going to change very fast as compared to rural people. And by that way, a gap is going to be increased between both the cultures, urban people and rural people's culture. So that gap is nothing but the cultural lag. The urban society changes are much more as compared to rural people in cultural aspects. It means that one more phase of culture have moved ahead and other phases are lagging behind. Some part of culture is going to be changed while some part of culture is remain as it is. If it is going to be happen, if gap is going to be increased, that you can refer as cultural lag. Or it is a gap between material and non-material culture. Simple. So that are the cultural lag. Okay. So these are the different concepts of culture. Now characteristics and importance of culture we will discuss in a next lecture. Thank you.